Bore da, good morning, croeso and welcome to Standing Pilates on week 6. Now, sometimes when we're doing Pilates, on Standing Pilates, we do different themes and different genres. So this, I think, is what you call a mashup. Don't know if that's the correct term. But I think it's really nice to do some of the moves that I love. And I've been teaching Pilates like this for I don't know how long. And I think that I never get bored of it. I think because it's always a challenge, isn't it, when you're trying to do your balance, that sometimes it's really good and then other days it's a bit rubbish. And certainly I've noticed, like with my few little niggling injuries, remember I had my ankle thing, I had to go and have physio on that. Bore da, how are you, Jenny? I used to find that, I couldn't stand very well on my right leg, but that's all improved. And then, do you remember a problem with my hip and my shoulder? So, don't think I'm like superhuman. I've always got niggles. But I like to try and work with them. How are we all? Are we all good? It's not raining, which is the benefit. So I hope wherever you are, you're quite happy. You've got a nice day ahead of you, and you're going to go for some walks outside. Excuse me. And I think this is the other thing I noticed by the end of the 6 weeks. I always have a croaky voice, and I think it's because I'm shouting so much. So maybe I need to get a second microphone and use the one I use in the hall on the cafe as well, because by the end of the 6 weeks, I'm like croak. Here we go, bore da pawb, let's get going. Here we are. Bear with me. Okay, so as ever with Standing Pilates, you want to make sure you've got enough space to do that. So if you're in your bedroom, just kick everything off the floor. Feet hip distance apart. Make sure that your kneecaps are in line with your second toe. Stand up tall, lift your sternum. Keep that nice connection between the rib and the hip. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. Let your arms rest slowly by your side. Take a deep breath in, here we go. Take your arms all the way up. Slow breath out. And then release the shoulders. And again, so remember, think about nice deep breath in. Hope we've got the window open somewhere. Last time now. Well done. Taking it out. Okay, so we're going to start with this shoulder. We're going to do small, now your elbow, now your arm. Lovely, other side. Little roll, medium. Circle. You can repeat that. Here we go. Move and lift. Elbow high, arm all the way round. Okay, so you've got more time on that forearm one. Remember, you don't want to rush that one, okay, because you're going through that full range of movement. Stepping your feet out wide. You're going to slide and then come back up and reach. And when you're here, bring your arms down. Side, you're going to slide, come here, reach, yeah, and then bring your arms down. Let's try that again. So slide, slide, reach, roll. Ready? Here we go, and again. Yeah, and roll. Taking the arms, both your knees bending, roll. Right arm over, left arm over, both arms down, both arms up. Breathe it out, release. Let's do that again. Both arms over, and then reach down and up. Lovely work. Okay, so we're going to do the staggered one today. So 1 foot forward, 1 foot behind. If your balance is a bit wobbly, have your foot here. And if your balance is really good, bring your foot in to touch your toe. Stand up, arms in front. Here we go. Take your hand to your shoulder. Open out your body, coming back in, and then change over to the other side. Here we go. Open your chest. Open your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Yeah? Now step the other foot forwards, and then we repeat again. So remember, you want to stand up tall, keep your chest up, take your hand to your shoulder, and then open it out. Lovely. Pull it back in, and then release. Change over to the other side. Here we go. Open it out. Lovely. Okay, release the shoulders, bend your knees. Now start to just release into that movement. Move style that kind of suits you. Okay, hold your arms up. Lean. Come back up. And then change over and lean just nice and easy. Come back to the center. Drop your arms down. Rolling your shoulders. Okay, so I started by saying, you know, that I had so many problems with my feet earlier in the year. Do you remember the whole story of it was when I was walking the dogs and as I was stepping, the dog knocked my knee and set me flying, but it really affected my ankle. So the foot exercises, I still have to do them because I still have that weakness here. But I now know I can stand on one leg. So never give up on these feet exercises, okay? They're going to make such a difference to your life. Okay, so you want to stand up, check your posture. So you're always in that perfect standing position, yeah? So you're not kind of doing it without thinking. Stand up in your Pilates posture. And then when you feel ready, you do your toy soldier arms, yeah? You push your heel down. When you lift your heel up, really push your big toe into the floor to really start to strengthen the muscles underneath your foot. Okay, so if you've got plantar fasciitis or anything like that, these kind of exercises really help. Okay, you're going to lift both feet up and you're going to take your arms to the side. Yeah, and then you're going to bring them down and you're going to release your shoulders. And again, up, hips to me, remember, so you don't push your bum out, push your hips forward and drop down. So this breathing with the movement will help to stabilise your core and then take it down. Lovely, one more time, breath in. There we go, and then taking it down. Okay, so you're going to step this foot back, so you're going to go back and in. So stretching your calf when you're pressing your heel down is another good way to keep the muscles around your ankle, yeah, really supple, so you don't get any kind of Achilles pain or anything like that. So you want to push your arms out, step in. So you want to hold, press the heel down and stand up. Now when you stand up, you use this leg to pull your body up. So don't kind of slump and just step in. When you're stepping back, press the heel, lift the body. Press the heel, lift the body. And again, press the heel, lift the body. One more time, press the heel, nice work. Now, we're going to start with the single knee lift. So remember, feet first. Feet on the ground, then your hips, then your sternum, then the lockdown, then the arms away from your body, not in. Hold on if you need to. 1, 1, 1, okay? So do the toy soldier arms if you can. Try and think about that straight line going down through your body, trying to maintain your balance. And again, well done. 2 more goes. Think about all the work that we did with your feet, pushing your big toe down, keeping your heel in contact. Yeah, 2 more times. 1 more time. Nice work. Okay, so the other issue I had was, I still get issues, on this side here, where I've got a lot of that scar tissue. So that east to west movement that we've been practicing is a really good way for loosening through the hips, but listen, really good for your sacroiliac joint here. Oh, my zip is undone. Luckily I'm not going for a run today. Okay, so you want to push your hips side to side. You kind of want to give into your hip. Okay, so you kind of want to move into it. And if you're one of the girls on the class here today who is over 50 going through the menopause, I tell you, your hip joint get really affected by lack of estrogen. So this helps to nourish that hip joint. The stretch that works really well is this, because you're already in the stretch, and then you can lean but also give. So feel like you're giving between the rib and the hip, then come back to the center and then release, and then change over. So when you're up, reach, bend, and then give. Okay, so kind of soften into it. Then release down. Roll your shoulders, right arm over, left arm over, and then you're going to take the deep breath in. So the other exercise is really good for helping to stabilize the hip are the side ones. Okay, there's a whole range of side exercises we're going to do. But this one, you want to have your feet at 10 to 2. And you want to start by pushing your knee out towards your second toe. What I mean by that is, I don't want your knee to come in, yeah? And I don't want you to be in so tight you can't move. So if you need to hold on, have your chair in front of you, and push. And what's happening now is when you're here, you're having a stretch on the inside of your thigh. And then when you're here, see how it makes your thigh bone go into your hip joint? That is going to keep that hip joint really healthy. Now we're going to do horizontal flexion. Okay, so think about where the sky and the sea meet. Okay, so this horizontal flexion, working through your shoulders and again. Okay, now we're going to do a side lift. So you're going to lift this side, reaching up and bringing it down. Up, up. You want to come over in an arc and down. And again, up, up. Yeah, and on that diagonal. Now we're going to stay here. Try and think about that diagonal line from your fingertips all the way down to the edge of your foot. Okay, taking it back, reaching up and over. And again, reaching up and again. Now you're going to stay on this side. So it's important that you use your arm. These back muscles attach onto your arm, stretch and then reach with your finger. Lovely, side to side, both arms. And again, and already you should start to feel your hips release. Yeah, now go back to horizontal flexion. Horizontal flexion. And then if you can, round your head. Now if you can't do that, don't worry. And again. Yeah. Sorry. And again. Okay, now the other one, to stretch your thighs, is to sink down, pull up. Yeah? This is a waka waka one. Oh my God. No, you're not. Okay, so go down and up, and then stay down. Now, if you're not very flexible, hold on to your chair. Otherwise, push your hands together. You want to push the inside of your elbows on the inside of your legs, and then move. But you want to keep your legs out. Okay, so you don't want them coming in. So when they're there, move side to side. Yeah, or if you want to, you can put your hands on the floor. Lovely. This thing with your feet, really good for your feet. Happy days? Okay, so the other exercises I particularly like are the bouncing ones. So you're going to go slow, so you come to me, and you push, and you come back. Come to me, and then you push. Now the bouncing exercises teaches you this good control through your core. So you think about when you're stepping off a step, Yeah, and if you can, you try and do it with like a bounce and push. Now, if you're like me, I love walking up mountains. Don't particularly like coming down. So this is teaching the quad to stabilise your knee joint to help you come down the mountains. If you can, you come with sticks. Yeah, so if you can, reach and you practice lifting your core up. Good work. And again. Well done. 2 more goes. 1 more time. Okay, so the second bouncing exercise is the hip stabilizers here. So step out and step in. So you're going to go on this side. Now you can either squat or you can turn your knee out. Just depends on which way you like. I'm going to do one of each. Okay? When you do the turn your body. When you do the squat, face me. Turn and squat. 2 more left. If you want to go slower, you can go slower, okay? 1 more time. Okay, let's change sides. Let's go slowly first. I'm just going to scoot across. So you want to take like a natural step, as if you're stepping over something. You want to point your knee and your toes slightly out on that 10 to 2 that we just practiced, yeah? So you want to step and then in. So if you're doing the turning one, turn your body. If you're doing the squat, bend both knees. Turn your body and bend both knees. Yeah? Happy days? Stay there. We're going to do a bit faster if you want. Ready? Here we go. And it goes. Turn. And in and squat. And the reason that we're doing it a bit quicker is you want to get used to that reaction time. So if you were to fall, your body's used to stabilising and pushing and moving. If you want to use your arms, I would suggest you use them any way you like. 2 more. Well done. This is your last set. Here we go. Back to the centre. Lovely. Now bend your knees. Slow breath in, slow breath out. So working now through the front of the hips is never easy in a standing position. Have your chair if you want to. And we're going to do an exercise to swing your leg. Alright, so you want to stand up. You want to keep your sternum up. You want to take your leg back like we do a single leg stretch. You want to bring it front. We do this on the floor, yeah, lying down. So you want to swing. Now you'll sometimes see rugby players or runners do this. So warming up. So what happens is it lets the joint relax a little bit. Yeah, and again. I tell you what, do you think they have fun making these CDs? Keep going, don't stop. Don't stop. Oh my God. Starts off so nice. Keep going. And again. Okay, let's try onto the other leg. So, remember, start with a single leg pull and in. So you'll see lots of people doing this exercise, and that's because it's been shown to be really helpful. The thing not to do is to bend your knee and flick your foot. Okay, so you really want like the weight of your leg to keep that hip moving. Nice work. Okay, so when we're doing the hip flexor now, you're going to take your leg back as far as you can, move back. Okay, now in this position, you want your chest to be up, so you don't want to be slumped. Feel like you're carrying something above your head and push, use your bum muscles to push towards me. Take your arms down, turn your back heel in, open the hip, turn your back heel out, close the hip and sink as low as you can. And then reach forward, push your hip to me. If you feel good, hands together, yeah, and lean back. So you want to open up through the front of the body, You're going to breathe easy, stay there. And then you're going to put your hands on your front thigh and you're going to step and put your heel down. Feel that stretch right the way from your ankle, through your calf, maybe just going behind your knee. Now those calf muscles, remember, attached to your thigh, so you should feel it maybe going up to your thigh. Okay, step in, and we try the other leg. So you're going to start standing up tall, take your leg back as if you're doing single leg stretch, and move into it. Now, lift your sternum and push your hips forward to me. So in this position here, you are in this position, yeah? So your leg's not like this. Push your hip forward. So really contract your butt. Let your knee relax and push your hip to me. Okay, release your hands down. Turn your back heel in. Okay, I'll do it from the side. So from here, you turn your back heel in to open the hip. Turn your back heel out and you go down. And then you do that lean, okay? So go down and then you do the lean. And then when you do the lean again, when you're here, in the lean, you now want to lean your back and reach your arms up. You should really feel that stretch from the front of your hip. Lovely. Then release. And then you're going to step your foot a little way in and push your heel down. And for this, you want a long line from your shoulder to your ankle. So press your heel away, but keep your body long, okay? So don't slope your body down. Feel like you are majestic. You know, like on the front of the ships, you'd see the naked woman halfway at the top, or like the lady on the statue in Aberystwyth. You want to open your chest and lean forwards as if you're looking away. Okay, happy days. Step in and release. Now do that east to west just to let that hip joint relax. Remember, those of you with back pain, you probably do this on a daily basis without thinking. Okay, so we're going to stretch the chest now. You're going to take your hand behind you, you're going to grab it with the other hand, and you're just going to lean your neck to the side. And then you're going to wrap that one. Okay, so you're going to grab your arm, pull it and then lean. Then release your shoulders. Take a deep breath in and then slow breath out. Okay, so we have two balances coming up now. The first one is the tree pose, and the second one is the dancer's quad stretch. Please hold on, and if you're a wobbly person, do any of the exercises we've done so far. So with the tree pose, we start now to bring together all the elements. Starting with your foot, big toe press down, working the hip, making sure that hip joint is right into the pelvis, working that upper body and doing the lockdown. Without those being in place, your tree pose becomes challenging. Take your foot to the side, reach your arms up. Now you're going to press your hands together and you keep the tension. Remember we did that push side to side? So you want to not just hold it lightly, but push hard, yeah? Get your chest muscles working. Okay, so you've got your foot, your knee, your hip, your chest, and then if you feel okay, bring your leg further up. Now keep pressing with your hands and see if you can reach your arms up. And see if you can stay there for about 10 seconds. How are we doing? And now release the arms down. Release the legs, step it behind and go into that one-legged squat. Then reach up, take your arm out wide. Come down, reach down. Reach up. You should feel that left hip doing lots of work. Taking it down. Reach up. Okay, bring your legs in together. So remember all the elements. Foot down, big toe down, hip in, chest up, lock down through the sides. Stand up, bringing this foot in. So try and start with the weight off that one leg, yeah? So don't have both feet together and then just lift your leg, because it's much easier to practice stabilising, not keeping the weight on that leg at all. What I tend to do is either step into it or just keep your foot there. Okay, so park your foot, big toe down, hip in, chest up, arms together, working your chest, pull your belly in. Start with your foot on the floor. Now when you take your arms up, remember you push in firmly with your hands, and then if you want to work harder, step your knee up higher and try and keep this knee slightly pushed out to the side so that you work your glutes as well. Try not to sink into your hip, but keep pushing that hip in to help you to stabilise. Okay? Then release down. And then relax. Okay. I know stretching your quads is really hard, okay? Even I sometimes, when I have my foot injury, could not grab my leg. So get your mat, get your towel, get your band, but if you can hold on to your foot, hold on to your foot, swing it out to the side, yeah? And then use your arm and your shoulder to bring it in. Now when you bring it in, you want to push your hip forward and you want to lift your upper body up. You reach the arm out, and then what you try and do is you keep the pressure between the leg and the hand to do your yoga pose. Now if you're wobbling, don't do this, okay? Now coming up, you have to push your hip forward so that you can keep control, and then release down. How did you do? Okay, try it on the other side. So remember, I think it's worth doing a couple of these just to get into the hang of it, rather than thinking, oh, I've got to do it straight away. Don't rush, enjoy it. Okay, so you can bend your knee, hold on to your foot. I don't even do it like that. Okay, so from there, remember, you want to keep your arm in line, you want to keep the pressure between your leg and your hand. Don't point your toes, okay, because that will hurt. Lovely. Now, coming back up, use your hip. Use your hip. Lovely. Then release down. Take a deep breath in. So is it even standing Pilates if we don't do standing mermaid? I don't think so. Last exercise of the day. And again, all the elements. Your foot placement, your knee placement, inner thigh, hips are working. Reach your arm up, doing that diagonal stretch, so no relax. Pull out to the hip. When you come back over, push away, and then take your hand and bend your elbow. So you want the weight of your arm going onto the other side of your body. Then taking it over, reaching up tall. Yeah, and then you're coming back, taking your arm over, reaching, and then use that pull we did for the chest. Now you can sink down if you're feeling flexible. Come back to the center, bend your knees, take a deep breath in. Breathe out. One more time. Okay, let's think about our posture. Foot down, big toe pushed in, knee turned out, hip in, not hip out, belly in, chest up. Reach and extend with your fingers. Reach it up and over, bend your arm, yeah, and then take it up so you get that flow of movement that we talk about in Pilates. Yeah, and then taking it over, hold on to your arm, and then you pull, or you pull and sink. Nice work. Come back to the center, take a deep breath in, breathe out, reach up, and again one more time. Now we're going to walk your feet in halfway. So into your horse pose. Okay, so sitting on your horse, doing the river walk, river breath. So pushing through the water, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. more time. Back to the centre. Bring your hands together. Give me the chi ball. So take it out, take it in. And again, start to feel that pressure. Roll the ball. Take a deep breath in, clap your hands. Lovely, step in. Feet are hip distance apart. Okay? Woo. Feet are hip distance apart, hang on a minute. Check your posture, hips to me. Chest up, shoulders are down. 2 breaths in, here we go, breath in. Slow breath out. Lovely, one more time, here we go, deep breath in. Bringing your hands together. Say thank you to yourself for making yourself be accountable and investing in your health. Your body will thank you for every single minute you've spent in Cafe Medi. Remember, you have access to all the workouts and the talks for a whole 12 months. When you're there, remember to think about your technique and enjoy. I hope you enjoyed Cafe Medi. Like all the cafes, they go by so quickly that I sometimes feel like, oh, okay, we'll stop and start again. But there's a reason why we do it for 6 weeks, and that's to keep your focus and energy on being healthy. So we're going to do Motivate Me. We're going to look at next steps and how do we keep motivating. Otherwise, keep the cafe open and keep chatting, or I might see you in Fit and Festive. Don't forget, if you want the discount, you've got to book it before Tuesday. Okay, hwyl fawr, well done.